Hello creative peeps, and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I am sharing with you a custom journal that I have created. This journal I created for Phoenix. If that is not how you pronounce your name, I am so sorry. But anyway, so she asked me to create a journal for her like mine. So for those of you that might not know, this is my journal. They're exactly the same size. The covers probably came from the same collection of books. But, so she wanted lots of vintage, lots of pockets, kind of like mine. And she also, her favorite color is hot pink. So I tried to meld the vintage world with the hot pink, and I think I did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself. So this is a huge journal. We have pink stitching here on the spine. There are 7 signatures, just like mine. There are 80 pages, so that's what? Lots of sides. And tons of pockets. So I'm just going to flip through this real quick so she can see it. She did commission me to do a journal page so that she could glue it into the journal where she wanted for inspiration. And so the first journal page was done for her, which I thought was a really cool idea. I haven't done that page yet. I'll probably show it to you in like a Creative Week video or something. And she'll have a little surprise, hopefully. So you open her up. Here, I have just put a little pocket here out of a file folder that I did some stamping on. There is a tea-dyed library card and a shipping tag in here. Then we have lots of vintage ledger. There is some Tomoe River paper in here. There are tabs that I have punched out of the ledger scraps. There is the Nick Booksmith ephemera collection, the peculiarly odd, I can't even say that. So you'll see lots of those cards because that's what I used in my book. There's plenty of these envelopes. There are some tea-dyed pattern pages. Geez, like brain freeze there. And the tea dye has been pH balanced for the most part, so it shouldn't affect photos over the long term, hopefully. I haven't scientifically tested that because I don't have 100 years to do it, but it should be okay. So there's just lots of ephemera bits in here for her. This is Midori lined paper. Some scrapbooking paper. More Tomoe River. And tea-dye pages. Then there I made some pockets out of the vintage typography paper for her. This is a pocket pages. And there's quite a few in there. More vintage ledger. Pocket pages. This is a real book card. Real vintage book card. This is also a real vintage piece of ephemera. It's a little too brittle to sew in as a signature, but I thought it was really cool, and she can use it as a layering element, or she can journal on the back here and stick it in the pocket, whatever she decides to do, or she can just look at it. Whatever floats her boat. So just a pink pocket that I thought was really cool. It'd be cool to glue on a page and stick some private journaling in. This is the photo that I have on the front of my journal. And I took some vintage flashcards and made tags out of them. You've seen me do that before. But I used some of the ribbon I had left over from creating her closure. And lots of just little tip-ins and flaps. Pockets. This is a really fun journal to make. This is a real vintage envelope with another one of those real vintage pieces in here. This one is from 1896. The paper is a little glossy. So again, she could journal on the back of it or just leave it as it is. It's just a little too fragile to bind in itself. She could always glue this envelope down here instead of having it clipped in. Just lots of fun stuff. I tried to throw in some pink doilies for her. They're a little more peachy than pink, but I think they still go very nicely. Some Project Life journaling cards. This is a piece of pink marbled vellum, which I found at the store while I was creating her journal, and I had to get it to include in this journal because I thought it matched perfectly. So I hope she likes this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to use. It's definitely going to take a while to fill up. These are like little prompts, so I thought those were cool. I got those recently. You'll see those in more journals. They're just like, it was a game, but I think they make great journaling prompts. Little tuck spot there. More pocket pages. A cool pink bag. More of that digital stuff. This is a real vintage kind of typography sheet, and I love this staining and stuff on the back. I don't know if you can see it. But it's kind of where the stuff has bled through, so I really like that. I had to include that in there. The back side of that bag, and she can, you know, chop it off and make it a better pocket or whatever. Or just use it as a page. A big tag here that I made out of a LAX luggage tag printout. More pocket pages and some pink numbers for her to use as like date markers if she wants. Another real vintage envelope. More cards and envelopes. I had a lot of fun at making this journal. It is huge. This is a real page from the Yale record. It's like early 1903 or something like that. So it was a cover, so it was sturdy enough to sew in as a page. So I did that. I thought that was cool. And I like all the advertisements. And then this is the back. I have a huge pocket back here, and I will be filling it with some scraps from the paper that I used in the journal so that she can use them to layer or do whatever she wants with. And then this is the back, and it just ties up like so. There is room to expand, of course. I couldn't make a giant journal without room to expand, but it probably will get pretty chunky as mine has gotten, and I took 2 signatures out of mine. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed the flip through of this journal. I hope you like it, Phoenix. I will be doing that journal page to send along with it. Don't forget, my Etsy journal release will be coming soon, so look out for that, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.